Hello everybody, I have a video from race number 5 of the 2022 OVKA karting season up at G&J Kartway in Camden, Ohio. We are racing configuration A today. We did a qualifier. I qualified 6th out of 12. I'm probably about 7/10 or so off the leader, but from about 2 or 3 on back till about 9th place, we're all within a couple tenths of each other. So we've got a pretty good grouping right around the speed that I qualified for. So the previous day, if you saw that video, my kart was not handling well. I made a whole lot of changes coming into today. Straightened a lot of things out, fixed my bumper, narrowed my back end and my front end a little bit, straightened out my camber, and that was about it. But I also took my front torsion bar out as well. So that loosens the kart up a little bit. So I'm anxious, to see how this goes. On the qualifying, it felt pretty good. This is not a long race. This is an 8-lapper. It looked like it was going to rain, so they were shortening things and trying to hurry us along because we wanted to get the race day in before it did rain. So we're coming around. It's like the 63, he's usually up on the pole. I'm usually not this close to him in a race, usually with the qualifying. I'm usually about 3, 4, maybe even 5, 6 spots behind him on the qualifying. But we got going. I was getting smushed up a little bit right there, and then I didn't get as good a start as I would have liked coming down through here. Even though I have the outside, I still got a halfway decent run on the outside right here, but because the two guys on the inside of me are nose to tail, I cannot duck in behind the Tony kart right there, the 52. So I'm still on the outside. I'm going to have to fall in behind the 89. And as you can see, the 318 had to do something similar because he didn't have anywhere to cut in either. He gave me a little tap on the bumper. It didn't really mess with me too much. It looks like it might have slowed his momentum a little bit, so he got dropped back. But it had rained, I believe, overnight, so the track, it's still, again, a little bit green. It's not all rubbered up. So I wouldn't say that it was really slick, but it wasn't as grippy as it could be, so I was possibly a little too cautious on this first lap, and I got gapped right there, so I'm trying to make this back up and hit these corners just a little bit harder because I'm realizing that, my go-kart's going to stick. I'm still running I'm still at this race trying to test out my, I'm not really running a sprocket guard. I'm trying to keep all the weight off my rear axle that I can. I have had, as you've seen in a couple other videos, I either hit a turtle on some of them, which that's what I blamed it on, but I've had my chain pop off on a few races this season. So fortunately, I'm not going to I don't believe I'm going to race the whole OVKA season and really, worry about contending in the points. So as long as I'm getting out and having some fun, and I have a mechanical ride at the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't care about the points too much. It would be nice to obviously finish and get a good placement, but, when you're not running for the points, it doesn't matter a ton. But I'm trying to close in on the 89. Right now, again, my kart is, does feel like it's handling pretty good. Everybody's still in sight up there. With everybody being kind of close, like you said, and you've seen in other videos, we do have instances where guys will start racing each other hard. They'll get tangled up, go off track, and next thing you know, you were in 6th, and now you're in like 3rd or 4th. But again, this race is a quick one. It's an 8-lapper. I do not have any footage from the final, unfortunately. Because we were in a hurry and all this kind of stuff, and the rain actually did roll in after this race, and it did rain, I forgot to turn my camera off after this race. And because there were 2 races back to back, I did not recharge my cameras from race number 4, which was the day previous. So the battery was down a little bit, but leaving my camera on for, another hour and a half or whatever it was on. When we got to the final, I went to turn them on, and, neither one of them turned on. Both batteries were dead. So this is the extent of my video. But all the changes I made seem to work better for the go-kart. I still have to practice that little tight turn that I just got done going through. It's called the A turn. I'm not good at it. Probably if I was, I'd be a little further up at, further towards the front, because a lot of times that will really kill your, guess, your speed going into that long straightaway. And if you can carry more speed through the A-turn, you know, it pays dividends down that straightaway. And in the final, I'll tell you right now, that little corner, I'll wait till we come back around the next lap, but on the final I did have, again, my chain pop off. So moving forward, I am going to just say, hey, I'm done with trying to run this without a sprocket guard. I am going to put a sprocket guard on, and hopefully that will eliminate my chain woes. Last year, my chain stayed on all the time. I think it broke once, but it never fell off. I've yet to have it break. It just keeps falling off now. But, you know, I like this corner right here. That's some sticky section here. This right turn right here coming up is fun, but that is where my chain popped off. You can slide right over that red and white turtle there. It does not upset your cart much, doesn't bang it around or anything. And it shortens the track just a little bit for you. So I was enjoying going over that turn. That was the 8 turn right there again, my nemesis. But we're coming around to the white flag, and, you know, kind of a boring race. There's nobody really close behind me anymore, and I'm not going to catch the 89 unless he totally screws up. And he does not. So, anyways, I'm thinking on the next race, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. The next time I come out to G&J, I'm going to try racing the senior division with another guy that we pit with. I raced the senior division when I first came out to G&J. They did not have the 206 Masters Heavy class at the time, so that was pretty much the only one that I could run in if I was running a 206. But now with both classes, you know, I take 20 pounds off my cart, I can run senior. So I'm going to give it a shot, race with my buddy Justin, see how that goes. We'll get some different people on camera, and we will see you in the future. I think my next race is at MCC, so it'll be a little while for another race from G&J. But have fun out there karting, everybody. Talk to you all later.